welcome in to another Breachers cast. My name is Shadow. I'm joined by my co-host Yacha and my analyst Flair, and we're excited for this matchup. We got Formula 3 versus BarneyGumble.
Absolutely, Shadow. Great matchup here tonight. Two teams with wins under their belts already. 2 wins for BarneyGumble, 1 win for F3. And looking at how these wins panned out, BarneyGumble with a 2-0 victory over Surge and a victory over Sparks and Friends, 2-0 as well. So BarneyGumble has not lost a map yet. But Formula 3 is going to go ahead and look to challenge that here tonight. Formula 3, on the other hand, getting a 2-0 victory over Elixir. No L's for either of these teams. Very exciting matchup for us here.
This is going to be a very interesting matchup indeed, as both teams are looking very great right now. Obviously, neither one of them have lost. F3's only played 1 match. BarneyGumble has played their 2. Both have played very well in their previous matchups. And it looks like we are going to go ahead and get into the first map on Hideout.
For sure, exciting map for us to start off with. Kind of the meta map. Everyone knows that these teams are well practiced on it. So we should go ahead and see Breachers competitive play at its finest.
And we are seeing some not quite as aggressive buys, as we are just seeing Spectrals, not that many Cyclones. So they're going to be playing a little bit more patient. They're going to be playing a little more bag playing for those picks, as a lot of these players have very top level skill in other leagues, other random tournaments popping up, playing very well in those, very high level players. So we're going to see some amazing strategy coming out from both teams, especially from the Formula 3 side, from BarneyGumble. They usually play a little faster looking at these players, and we are seeing a drone coming out from Formula 3 side, couple incense spring mines, so they're looking to get a nice plant down.
Absolutely, one defensive player here already going to be contested by that drone, forcing to back up 2 players. Martin Swing there as well, as Red goes ahead and pushes into garage. Taz is close behind. Gunfight now coming out. A little bit of damage happened on the Chicken Eater. Drone has identified him. Swinging now, not getting a pick. Taking damage from Kazakh, then Red's gonna go ahead and swing. Not able to get the refrag is Martin Swing, however.
And because of those 2 players being upstairs, there's only 3 down on site, and because Martin Swing was shooting, they do know that second roamer's up there, and they're looking to contest him, maybe keep him back, and they heard him run away, so now they're going to start hitting the rotates to start taking out storage.
For sure, they can make their play go ahead and happen now. PNP still on the ground outside that blown wall on the B side. 2 defenders, Anonymous and Swing now, sitting on that site. Well, we got 3 players up on the hatch. They are just pointing their guns in every angle, just waiting for that that roamer up there. But he went ahead and rotated back. Drop of the hat is now Jet. Jet gets peppered up real low, down to 2 health as they heard him dropping through wall bangs through the wall. Perfectly placed, but not in late still, but still he's really low, and not a stim in hand for the F3 team.
As F3 makes their way into storage, they are looking for that perfect opportunity to get their timing down. They're still cautious of that flanker that they know is sitting on the other side of those tiles. And they're going to start getting foam on the storage wall. Get ready to open up this B objective, and we're getting ready to see a push.
Kazakh's taking out Gumble, then Anonymous getting the kill onto Jet. Wall, 2K from Anonymous. Beautiful work. Instant now going to take out Martin Swing as he takes rounds as well. We are down to 1 player left alive in this defense, hunkering down. Anonymous and Berserk is able to go ahead and get the headshot on him, put him away. And that is going to be an F3 victory.
What a beautiful victory that was in round 1, as F3, like they said, they were looking for that flank. They knew he was back there, held the instant to the very end to keep him out. Beautifully well done, and they got 3 players left alive. Very well played, and they have economy advantage with those 3 being alive, getting the kills, getting the plant down. We're seeing heavy util buy from the side of Formula 3, so they are definitely playing to keep BarneyGumble out.
For sure. Beautiful push from the F3 team. Kind of what you would expect, though. A lot of these players, like you said, we've seen them in other leagues. They've kind of maintained a core roster. So the coordination is going to be absolutely impeccable for this F3 team, as you saw it on display right there in an offensive-sided map. What more could you ask for?
We are looking into a top floor setup. We're seeing a basic setup where they're going to be taking the entire living room over. Top and bottom going to be cautious of all their flanks, of course, as no flanks are going to be coming out from the side of BarneyGumble. As I say that, one drops to the bottom, so he's going to be holding the downstairs angle, but after they're ready for it, they're getting set up for a beautiful push into the bottom of that lobby.
Kazakhs about to become face-to-face with Martin Swing on the lower side of living room. As this push is now making their way onto the balcony side. A lot of space for them to work with. Kazakhs is going to see Martin Swing. Does take him out. Beautiful tour shot on the second round. Puts him away. That's one play the rest of the work for them to worry about. As Wallbang now going through the wall. Foam on the wall. Ready, primed, ready to go. One player up on hatch. Watching the flank. Keys up. While two players are on the staircase. They blow the wall now.
This is not what you want to be seeing if you're on the side of BarneyGumble. A player down immediately in the first beginning of the round. As wall's already open, flashbangs going out. Doesn't catch anyone quite yet as they do talk about those instants to stop any rotations. And Jet picks out Swing, and we are seeing two more people. Now, collateral and EMP goes down. And actually has all 5 players alive.
Yeah, right at the end there, Chicken Eater taking out Jet, but Berserk was there to refrag him. Another beautiful push from F3. Kind of the catalyst was that Kazakh's headshot with the Taurus downstairs, letting him know, hey, there's only 4 players alive. We got one flank watch. We're playing with house money. And they went ahead and got the job done from there.
Like we said earlier, like you said, with that coordination we were talking about, that was a beautifully coordinated play. They knew exactly what to do, ran through the motion, got it done very quickly and efficiently. I mean, that round wasn't even half over by the time it was finished, and Formula 3 are now up 2-0 on this first map.
It's kind of like a hive mind mentality for this F3 team. They just understand what to do, what the players, where their teammates are. And it's beautiful to see it on display. Some very high-level breachers from this F3 team. But this defense now, BarneyGumble needed to put something together, stack some defensive wins on the board. They got the wall primed with the C4, going to open up the angle inside garage. We'll see if they can go ahead and get themselves a win here. Eco, like for the last 2 rounds, very on the side of F3. 3 Maruis going to go ahead and get fielded, while only 1 Cadillo is on the side of the defense.
And if this is the round to get a win for BarneyGumble, as this one is probably the easiest side. We're seeing a disconnect on the side of BarneyGumble, which is very unfortunate. But they do have that wall open in the kitchen site, which is going to have an easier long angles looking into that garage as drones come out. And we are seeing a drone kill on the bottom from Jet. As flashbangs do come out, they're looking to make their entry. They do start working their way into garage. Jet taking out Swing, and the UR start making their way to site. Flashes come out. Jet takes another one out. Will he find a 3K? Makes his way into the objective, and Berserk takes out the last, and it's just a flurry of kills for an easy 5-man win for round 3.
For sure, Bot not going to help them out there. Put them down 4-5 disadvantage for this BarneyGumble team. And from there, F3 just feasted. They just ran through. Jet getting multiple kills in the round. This F3 team is playing with a lot of confidence right now.
A lot of confidence indeed, and why wouldn't you be confident if you were up 3-0, especially with the sweeps that we've been seeing in these rounds, as BarneyGumble might be feeling the pressure, might not, as we are seeing a little bit of lack of coordination on the defense as they were looking in opposite directions, not holding their corners, and they're allowing F3 to get these ones. So maybe with this spread out defense that we're now seeing with Swing sitting in bedroom, maybe they'll have those cross angles, maybe have more audio to hopefully start picking F3 apart and not giving them the first free kill.
Absolutely. Looking at the side of Eco once more. 2 incendiaries, 1 grenade coming out for the defense. A lot of util being able to be utilized by the offense. BarneyGumble really get something started right now. Deny this F3 team. They've allowed them plenty of space on the initial pushes, not really contesting, not really playing too aggressive besides 1 player who appears to be roaming. So F3 is going to go ahead and take advantage. They're going to go ahead and take space now. Jet running up with the EMP bomb thrown at his feet. Throws out wall banks. Not going to find anything. But he's in position as Martin swings out. Gets red, but Berserk able to get the quick refrag. BarneyGumble making this an even matchup of 4-4.
That is a nice trade. He didn't die in vain, as they are now at a 4v4. Lone getting down on the walls. We are seeing all that util getting ready to be thrown. There's the flashbang. There's another flashbang. And another 3 flashbangs. 4 flashbangs set out for the site. We're seeing the defense from the offense as Jet begins to plant the EMP. 4v4. No one has man advantage. F3 has slight health advantage as we are seeing another ensign come out. Unfortunately, it did not cut out any of the offense players like they wanted to. And we are seeing a post-plant situation from the side of F3.
Yeah, the defense was kind of forced to hang around in that shower area. All 4 bodies with the util placement. They were kind of pinched off before they could go ahead. Anonymous going right through the flames. Plant is out. They're going to go ahead and try to make something happen. 4 bodies left alive. Kazak's getting the kill on BarneyGumble. Berserk getting the kill on the swing. Chicken Eater getting a team kill onto Anonymous. And then Kijo goes ahead and puts him away. Oh no. Team kill happening onto the top frag Anonymous. Not a good play from this defense.
And honestly, I don't think that team kill would have done much, as they were just met with an absolute unit of a firing squad set out. All of those angles, all those bullets flying immediately the second they saw a player. Did not stop until the round was over. F3 is up 4-0 now, and with F3 being alive, this economy, this is something to watch out for. We are seeing all the rifles that they've kept through the entire round. They don't need to spend another 3,200 to buy another rifle, so they can just keep spending as much as they want on all the utility they want. Even if they don't have to use it in the round, it's there to be used if they need it. And BarneyGumble is there looking at scraps right now. We are seeing rifles, we are seeing a Viper, we're seeing 1 stim, and it's just very unfortunate economy on the side of BarneyGumble.
Absolutely. We'll take a look at the KDs real quick. We'll pop them up right now. F3. Jet leading the pack on the leaderboard 4-2, but however, Berserk 8-0. Impressive work thus far on the opposite side. Anonymous with 2 kills leading his pack. This BG team has got to go ahead and put something to work. We've been saying it for a few rounds now, but Martin Swing is upstairs. He's going to go ahead and try to deny this garage push, but he is getting peppered up through the wall. They identified him, forcing him to push back. They now know that there's someone upstairs.
And unfortunately, he was sitting in front of that wall against all things. They do have that players upstairs, even though they didn't check thoroughly for him, and hatches open. They're making their way in storage, and they're getting ready to take this push. Even with that roamer upstairs, they are going to have someone watching it to keep their mind on it. And we are seeing util coming out from going on the walls. They're getting ready to open this up for a push, and Anonymous gets taken out outside of storage, and Jack gets taken out by Martin Swing, and we're seeing 4v4 again as wall gets open. The push begins as Kazakh goes down to King, and Berserk takes out BarneyGumble. Martin Swing takes out Red. Berserk takes out Swing, and it's a flurry of kills. A wallbang.
Beautiful play from Martin Swing, getting 3 kills so far in the round, and that will do it. Martin Swing able to take out Jet up in the garage area, allowed him to drop the hatch while the opposing offense was still making the work on the wall to get EMP off, and he took out 2 bodies as he dropped. And that is going to go ahead and give BG a round win. A much needed round win, if you ask me, Flair.
Very much so, and this may be the momentum swing that they really need now, as they were confident. They were finally very confident on their timing. We saw the roamer, we saw the rotates. They finally had that timing down to take out F3. They figured out when they set up, they figured out when they push, and they just absolutely pounced on them the second those walls got open and the push began.
Maybe F3 thought that Martin, when he got peppered up through the wall banks upstairs, maybe they thought that he went ahead and rotated back to site, but stuck with the flank. Got the kill onto Jet, and then went ahead and took out 2 others. Beautiful work from the defense. Let's see if they can go ahead and carry that momentum on over into this round, as they're going to have to put their offense to work as soon as we get done with this one here.
This is their last stand on defense, trying to make it a 2-4 for BarneyGumble, as we're getting ready to go into that side swap afterwards. It is now a great time to get a round in, because it is an offense-sided map, and if you have 2 rounds, it's a lot easier to bring it over, but BarneyGumble, a vicious swing, gets taken out early by Kazakhs.
Yeah, they were prepared for that. They were really pushing that wall closely. They were able to get the kill. Flash going in now. Kaz is going to go ahead and peek his way around the corner. 1 player, Berserk, heading upstairs, and 1 player outside, Red, on the main entrance. Utility now going out as well. Flash gonna go ahead and get good Kirk. The Kazakhs go ahead and pushes in, but he gets taken out by Chicken Eater. And then Martin Swing takes out Kazakhs rather than Swing takes out Jet. We're 2 kill from Red. And now we are down into a 2v2.
And this is what we were talking about earlier with the wall being open. They have those long angles. They played them together. They played it properly. And it's 2v2. Rifles versus rifles. And both teams have a little utility. BG does have an Incen as an Incen gets thrown onto Martin Swing. And Martin Swing takes out Red. Red wasn't ready to be caught out by his own trap. And it is now Kazakhs. Not Kazakhs, sorry. Kija left in a 1v2.
For sure, got pushed off his position was Martin Swing, and now he's going to go through Khan to give himself another angle, but it pushed him forward, forcing him to engage, and then his gun skill worked from there. You're right, they weren't prepared for him to be pushed that far forward, got the kill, but he is now sitting at 46 health. Well, Kija going to go ahead and pull up, and now he is cloaked. EMP in hand, not worried about the plant. Going to go and take out Ananas and gets a quick flick onto Martin Swing. Beautiful flick from Kija there.
Very beautiful. Very well done by Kija as he was relying on that cloak to keep himself hidden. Trying to get there before it ran out so they wouldn't hear the audio cue of it disabling. And he heard where one player was in con due to his quick peeks and peeked the bomb, got the kill because he wasn't ready for him to be right there in sight. And the flick. Beautiful. Excellent play from Kija, and it is now 5-1 in the hands of F3.
Let's go ahead and look at these KDs one more time as we go ahead and map flip. Defense now, F3, Berserk, putting in a lot of work, 10-2. Jet and Red close behind, 4-4 for Jet. Red, 6-3. Kazakhs, 4-3 as well, and Kija, with that last 2K, now going to go ahead and be 3-1. On the opposite side, Martin Swing, he was able to net together some chain kills there, 6-5, but on everyone else, he needed to put in a little bit more work to help their team out. BarneyGumble yet to get himself a kill.
And it is very unfortunate when you're not able to get the kill and not get the damage. It's very discouraging, but now that they're on offense, it's a very different game to play as now they're the ones swinging. They're the ones trying to catch them off guard as Drone does start swinging now, and we're seeing walls getting open as they are looking to take this storage, but Formula 3, very spread out defense. Not usually what you see is we are seeing Jet swinging the wall, and he's going to catch out Squid. Unfortunate, but Anonymous is going to take out a Berserk on the flank, and we are seeing a push into Garage.
For sure, 1-1 trade apiece at this time right now. As all 4 players are up in Garage near the hatch. They're going to go ahead and play the hatch, but they left the EMP outside. One player going to have to go ahead and retrieve it, and that'll be Martin Swing.
Gator peeking out that window just in case F3 gets ambitious again to swing that storage door as hatch does get open. But we are seeing 2 players on the room right now ready for that drop as we are seeing a potential rotate to the site hatch. We're probably about to see a quick drop, and they all drop inside. The incense come out. They're ready for the spread out offense as shots come out. EMP starts going down. Jet gets taken out. Red gets taken out, and it is now 4-2 in the hands of BarneyGumble as F3 trying to make their way back into their own site.
You're right. They were spread out so far that the direct drop from the hatch, 4 bodies. Jet was the only one there, and now they're just feasting, and that'll give BG a second win. Beautiful play. Great situational awareness from BG on this offense. I don't know if they understood that they were just so spread out that they could take that opportunity, or that's just what they felt they had to go for broke at that time, but either way, paid off. Excellent win from BG.
And a saying that floats around a lot in ranked as these are very much ranked players. See them a lot playing competitive mode is if it's dumb, it'll probably work because no one's expecting it. Everyone dropped the hatch. Who's going to do that in competitive? BarneyGumble is, and it gave them a second round. It's now 2-5, and they have that offense confidence on an offense-sided map. And they're looking to take it 3-5 in the next round as we are seeing very nice buys with SMGs. We are seeing a Cadillo coming out from Squid, Drone, 2 stims, Incense. We're looking to do potentially the same play Formula 3 did, that basic play where they get the Incense down, get EMP down as they get set up to push into this round.
Yeah, F3 going to be a little more aware at this time. They're kind of playing more together. 2 players near that bedroom side, 3 players on site. Wall now going to go, or Hatch now going to get foamed. Drone right there to go ahead and get any information it can. Going to get taken out right away by Berserk. As this offense goes ahead and looks to make its push. EMP in the hands of Squid. And these players are up on the roof assessing what opportunities they still have.
As we are seeing that slow look into the top of the family room as Jet's peeking that door looking for an ambitious swing. Takes out Anonymous on the window. That's an unfortunate position to lose, but it will be taken back by one of the BarneyGumble players as they're making their way up closer to that wall. As it is looking more and more like an A-push. They're looking to take out the flank potentially as they do get lit up by those 2 players. And we're looking at a 4-5 in favor of F3 as they're still trying to contest that bedroom. And I don't think they know exactly what they want to push right now.
Yeah, you got one player, BarneyGumble, sitting out on the window. Chicken Eater just going for broke. Would be home to getting the 2K. One of the 2 players were just hunkering down behind the box. That is going to open up this defense for the offense to go ahead and work. Ensign now going to go out. EMP is not ready to be handed. However, it's still in the hands of Squid Kirk. You're right. A little bit of mistiming taking place. But that 2K is going to go ahead and give him the opportunity.
And that 2K is exactly what they needed. You saw the confidence instantly as those 2 players went down screaming, hey, it's time to push as they're trying to make their way in with that EMP, maybe trying to bait out some more utility from the side of Formula 3. But we are seeing util getting tossed around. BarneyGumble is sitting on that window looking to cut off that showers rotate into connector. And they're playing the patient game now with 40 seconds as he does take out Jet from behind that bomb and the EMP starts going down.
Insane going to get thrown out, not going to be effective. It's not getting planted on the couch. BarneyGumble pushes in, gets the kill to Cat. It's Red. Quickly reframes BarneyGumble, but then Martin Swing puts away Red. And BarneyGumble now has 2 offensive wins in a row. We got ourselves a match here, ladies and gentlemen. BarneyGumble not ready to be put away yet.
And this is the comeback that BarneyGumble was wanting. This is the momentum they were trying to build as F3, they're slowly changing their strategy. We're seeing the spread out defense. We're seeing the close together defense. We didn't see quite as much util as they were buying on offense as they seem to be leaning a little more into the gun buy as they are going to be getting the kitchen wall open with that C4 for the long angles. And we're seeing a little more aggressive defense from the side of Formula 3 as BarneyGumble's getting set up on that defense for that standard defense as they're getting ready to push in. And Formula 3 is just, they're ready for it. Maybe we'll see a flurry of kills, maybe we'll see a rotate, but Formula 3 is not ready to go down yet.
No, they're going to have something to say about this BarneyGumble offense as they're go ahead and making their work happen now. Buy round coming to a close. Like you said, that C4 right on the wall inside garage. They're going to open up an angle. Looks like F3 is going to go ahead and hold back. One player did get very aggressive the last time this site was played and paid for it. There's 2 drones are going to go out. One drone taken out deep by Berserk. Berserk getting the kill onto Anonymous. Red getting the kill on the Martin Swing. So right away, the defense getting 2 kills.
And we're seeing that 1 kill from BarneyGumble on the red, but Jet taking out Squid and BarneyGumble taking out Jet. So we're seeing trades coming out, and it's 2 for the side of offense, 1 for the side of offense as Berserk takes out Chicken Eater, and it is now all up to BarneyGumble, and he gets taken out by Kija on that rappel, and it's now 6-3 for the side of F3. This is looking like a very dangerous territory for BarneyGumble.
Yeah, definitely. Let's go ahead and get a look at these KDs as it sits right now. Map point achieved for F3. Berserk 12-4. A lot of work he's putting in right now. While Jet 7-7. Red 8-6, doing well for himself. On the opposite side for BarneyGumble, starting to come alive despite that last round loss. Chicken Eater 8-6. Martin Swing looking at 7-6. A lot of supporting pieces throughout for this BarneyGumble team. Still a mountain ahead of them is F3. Only needing the net 1 more round to go ahead and give themselves a map win. And reminder, folks, that will be BarneyGumble's first map loss of the season. We are here week 2, so it's still pretty early. But they went ahead and put the work in, got 4 map wins so far. They have not lost a map. They're looking in dangerous territory of doing so now.
Formula 3 is definitely ready to put the seal on this round as we're seeing a lot of aggressive utility. We're seeing incense galore. We are also seeing smokes get ready to take out those incense or start a counter push. And we're seeing all rifles. They are all in on this defensive round. And BarneyGumble, let's see if they're ready for it as the drone does come out and we're looking at another standard lobby push.
For sure had success on this site so far. Drone going to go out, get some information. Anonymous right on that window again, where he got taken out by Jet last time, but this time Jet looking to hold back and let them come to him. Drone through the door. A lot of space being taken by this BarneyGumble team right now. Foam already getting put on the wall, while Chicken Eater is still on the drone. Gonna go ahead and take out that static, allowing them a spot to plant. 2 players on the staircase now moving in.
And as we see, that wall is open very early into the round. They're hoping to bait out that F3 utility, but F3 is not quite biting. Some aggressive lean angles, trying to take out people on the wall as shots do start coming out from Squid. Not finding anyone, though, as Foam does get tossed around potentially for a rotate if they need it. And we're seeing a bit of a stalemate outside the inside.
Yeah, a lot of angles being held right now. Instin's going to go out, not going to be effective. Anonymous moving in with the plant. An Instant in return is going to go ahead and burn out Anonymous. He's not going to be able to get that plant off as he's cooked. That is 1 player down for this BG offense.
That is unfortunate, but they did get enough ticks to hopefully get another attempt at a plan as the EMP does go down, but we are seeing everyone die on the side of BarneyGumble, and it's just up to Chicken Eater in a 1v5.
Does get the kill on the Jet, does get the 3K actually. Chicken Eater not ready to go down quite yet. It's 2 players that to contest. EMP is ready. Just a kill onto, oh no! He almost got an ace right there at the end to save the map, but was not meant to be as Kija went ahead and got the kill. Man, that got crazy there at the end, Flair.
This round victory for the side of BarneyGumble, an ace to win the post-plant round, but Key just said nope, put his foot down, absolutely crushed him on that refrag off of his teammate, and it is 7-3 for Formula 3 as we are getting ready to go into that second round. But what do you think about the plays? Do you think they played well? Do you think there were some mistakes? How are we expecting to see this next map to go?
Offense absolutely dominant on the side of F3. We saw that elite coordination come out. BarneyGumble having to contest with it struggled early on. They did get some offensive work together. We'll see if they can go ahead and put something together in map 2. We'll see you there, ladies and gentlemen, after we take a short intermission. You don't want to miss this action. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back from that short break. Map 2. We have Arctic and F3 on the offense. Super excited to see what they can do here as we see this F3 team about to start their push towards B here. So we decided to see what they can do here.
And you know, Formula 3 is very excited to start on this offense again, as we saw a very strong performance from their offense on Hideout, as BG's looking to have a little bit more of an aggressive setup on defense, getting that C4 round 1. That's an expensive buy on the wall. Get ready to get it open as we're starting this round, and they're all ready to push.
Yeah, wall already blown. Look at that statics purchase as well. They went ahead and got some utility to try to slow down this F3 offense. And 3 bodies already moving inside Red Room. Wall is already foamed, ready to rock. As we got 2 players on the opposite side, Kazakhs and Berserk playing the wall that's opened up. No gunfights quite yet. Wall bang's going through now. Red peeking the wall, seeing if anyone's there.
They're having a very aggressive opener for the offense as Keija does take out Squid as they're starting to make their way into the objective. Incense do come out in retaliation to that offense as they're looking to set up still for that usual EMP plant on that blue box next to the door, but Martin Swing takes out Kazakhs, and that Roamer did very well. Looks to get out of there, and Chicken Eater takes out Jet, but Berserk gets the refrag on the Chicken Eater. It is now 3-3 situation.
Yeah, similar health situation as well. 2 players low. 2 still in Red Room, pushing their way inside now. Anonymous in connector, but the Roamer, he is few and far between these sites as he rotates back now. 1 player. Ooh, gunfight happening now. Barney taking out Red as he pushed into sight from Red Room. Instinct going to go ahead and block off Keija. Maybe he wants to play that door angle as well. Berserk is going to go ahead and head over to the Red Room side too.
We're seeing 2 very low players from the side of BarneyGumble. Berserk is also very low as they are trying to make their way into that Red Room, pushing together, playing together, holding those angles, but BarneyGumble's not going to give them an easy time as they are hiding very well behind the boxes with each other, ready for those swings for any audio cues coming out as Keija and Berserk make their way in.
Yeah, they are just walking. Oh, BarneyGumble taking out Keija, and then BarneyGumble with the 2K. The 2 players hiding were close by. Didn't even need to be a factor. BarneyGumble was watching the angle, got the 2K. Beautiful work from this BG defense. Maybe the utility buys paid off in the end, Flair.
Definitely paid off in the end as they did get those very early angles opened up, getting the incense put out to stop the F3 push as they're ready for that aggression. They saw it on offense on Hideout and they are ready, absolutely ready to shut it down, but F3 looking to still play a little more aggressive as we are seeing those SMGs getting bought as well as the Ensign and 2 drones. We are seeing 2 drones, so maybe a flank drone and then a sight drone, maybe 2 sight drones. They're being very thorough this round, and BarneyGumble's also going to be very thorough as we are seeing door blockers and proxies coming out, as long as a very aggressive buy as well. They are sparing no expense on this defensive round.
Oh, I think they feel that they are more comfortable on the defense for this map, so they're going to go ahead and put themselves in the best case scenario to give themselves an advantage against this high-powered F3 offense.
Definitely as the round is getting kicked off and they're setting the drones out, getting all the windows opened up, trying to scare BarneyGumble a little bit into peeking as one is playing a little aggressive in the hallway. That is a standard defense for this map, as well as B being the standard offensive push, and BarneyGumble holding that Red Room very aggressively as window gets out. Ooh, he thought about it, but he didn't end up peeking the window. Didn't want to give the free pick to F3, and F3 is slowly making their way into the hallway as he takes out Martin Swing.
Yeah, flash. Well, no, Jet. I knew he was flash, but then Chicken Eater getting the kill on the Jet in the hallway. Instant going out as well. Going to go ahead and block off Berserk and Red from making their push, but on the opposite side, EMP is on that wall. No foam prepped ready for the 2 side. Now it's going to go ahead and get prepped now. Keija going to go ahead and blow. Well, Cass is there as well. So 2-2 split for this offense.
And that offense is looking for a beautiful crossing right now with that door and that wall being open as Berserk does get a nice swing on the Squid. And he makes his way in, and Red takes out Anonymous as Berserk takes out BarneyGumble, and F3 takes the second round for a 1-1 even matchup.
It was a beautiful 2-2 pinch. Realized Jet went down. They knew the players were now on site. Just pinch the site, put your gun skill to work, and F3 came away with the victory. Beautiful, beautifully done. Perfectly timed as well between those 4 players. Let's go ahead and take a look at these KDs now. Let's look at the early returns, Shadow. We got BarneyGumble sitting at 3-1 for the defense. Chicken Eater at 2-2. A lot of supporting pieces as well. On the opposite side, F3 Berserk putting in work in that round, 3-1. All remaining players for F3 are sitting at net 1 kill.
And we are seeing a very aggressive buy once again from BarneyGumble as their economy is taking a little bit of a hit. They are really hoping to get that round off where they won't have to lose that many guns without winning the round, as they are looking to make this 2-1 going into the 3rd round. But F3, in response, also buying out. They are buying as much util as possible, keeping some of their SMGs, buying the rifles, and they're looking to absolutely shut this defense down.
Yeah, 2 rifle difference is going to be the difference in these buys right now. Chicken Eater and Berserk right on the window. Berserk was ready for a swing out, puts him away, goes ahead and quickly stims his body. That'll soften up this defense right away.
And that is a very unfortunate pick for the side of BarneyGumble. You do not want to be seeing an early pick from Chicken Eater going out, as an early incend does come out to stop the hallway push a little bit. A little bit of an early use. They will not have that later in the round, but they're looking to style out the offense as much as possible, slow it down, forcing them to play in the later half of the round.
Yeah, Jet on the drone now. Kaz inside. He's cloaked. Goes ahead and takes a bit of damage from Martin as he got aggressive there. Red still on hatch drop location. Now go ahead and info peeks the hallway. And Martin's going to go ahead and play the angle. Jet moving with EMP. Tries to wall bang hard. Not anyone there. Right now, it looks like we're going to have some gunfights in this hallway take place.
Formula 3 really wants to take out that standard offensive push onto the B objective, as Squid takes out Red, and that is not what we're seeing from Formula 3. It is now evened up to 4v4. Stems come out, heals all the players, and we are seeing a very aggressive defense from BarneyGumble, as we are seeing that one player in the hallway, one player on that door, as Foam does go down on the site, and Formula 3 is going to try to start this push.
Yeah, knowing they got a minute left on the clock. Berserk gets burned out. Oh no, as he tried to retreat, he is put away. The Berserk with 2K. Martin putting him away as well. Only 2 defensive players left. Go ahead and contest this 4 F3 man offense. And now going out. BarneyGumble getting the kill out of Berserk. Keija getting the refrag onto BarneyGumble. Jet still playing close. Go ahead and throw a flash. Anonymous was just spraying rounds as he was flashed. Does get the kill onto Keija, but then Jet quick there close to refrag Anonymous, and that is another F3 victory.
And a beautiful victory at that. We saw the cross angles, we saw the very aggressive picks from Berserk. Once again, he's been able to just ram through this defense, just gunfight to gunfight the second he sees the opportunity. And we saw the late holds for the utility, the flashes. They were ready for that post-plant situation, as I guess that's what they're going for this time. They're not going for all the picks, they're going for the plant, and they are really just trying to weed out this defense.
Yeah, just playing their game as they know how to do. I thought the defense there on that round, I thought they were sitting pretty good as we were getting down to a minute 30. I thought they were in a great position to go ahead and net themselves another win. But F3, their gun skill just went to work as they crashed on the wall and they got the job done.
Absolutely, as we are still seeing the aggressive buys from both the offense and the defense. BarneyGumble is once again saving no expense. They are there, as we are seeing an unfortunate disconnect as Bot Xavier will be playing for the BarneyGumble team. And this is going to be, F3 is going to see that. They're going to communicate to their team. Maybe they'll play a little quicker. They're going to try to get that early pick onto the bot, as we're still not seeing their player come in. And hopefully the defense can make up for it. The bot is still staying in sight, so not giving out the free pick just yet. And hopefully that last player connects.
Yeah, but the bot also bumped the trip, so I mean, oh no, 1 kill. BarneyGumble ran out, maybe decided to get a little too aggressive, and Kazakhs put him away. Chicken Eater right on the window. Red is there to contest as well, as the offense has Foam already prepped on the B-side wall. He's there as well. Jet getting the kill onto Chicken Eater, putting him away on that window, and this is already quickly falling apart for the defense.
This is what we were talking about with a very aggressive push, but we are seeing 2 kills from the side of defense, making it now a 2v4. Berserk is low, but Red takes out Squid, and it is now Kija in the objective. We're seeing those cross angles in a 1v3 scenario.
Oh, Anonymous, he got the kill. However, Berserk was able to put him away. F3 coming away with 3 victories. Let's go ahead and pull up these KDs now that we had a little bit more action. On the defense, BarneyGumble still leading his team so far, 4-3. The only positive player for the defense. And on the opposite side, F3, Berserk sitting at 7-2, doing a lot of work for his team right now with a perfect supporting cast at 2-2, 3-3, 3-3, and 2-2. And that is going to go ahead and be our KDs so far. What do you do if you are the BarneyGumble team, knowing that these offensive rounds are starting to stack up against you?
Honestly, you need to take the hit for one of the rounds. You need to start saving up that eco, be able to be in a very well financial situation, as we're still seeing the aggressive buys with the rifles. We're seeing the new come out from Chicken Eater. He is hoping for that burst rifle to take some action with his high damage, but we're not seeing enough util. We're seeing a C4, we're seeing a door blocker, we're seeing a stim, but Formula 3 is just ready with all of that stacked util, and BarneyGumble's got to hope for some picks.
For sure, maybe Chicken Eater could put that Vantos to work. Last night, our cast, we saw it used pretty heavily, extensively, and even saw a team go ahead and field 3 of them at round 2. Didn't pay off for them at all, but creative use of the guns is happening so far here at week 2 Breachers VDL.
We are seeing a very aggressive defensive hold once again from BarneyGumble as F3 is trying to take that red room again. Didn't work out for them last time, but they are looking to make it work this time as drones go out. They're not giving out those free picks. BarneyGumble doesn't have that roamer for F3 to worry about anymore. Chicken Eater almost gets taken out by the drone. He's left at very low HP. Hopefully a teammate can get a stim. There's the flashbangs come out as F3 starts making their way into the building.
Anonymous has a stim in hand. Berserk getting a 2K on the BarneyGumble and Squid. Jet then taking out Chicken Eater. They're just opening up this side of B site. And then Martin gets a kill on the red. Kija getting the kill on the Martin. Quick refrag, and then Anonymous kills Kazakhs. But he is the only player left alive. And then Kija swinging out from red room gets the kill onto Anonymous. The picks are just happening very quickly whenever F3 decides to move Flare.
And that is a very different outcome from the first round that BarneyGumble got on that defense. F3 was ready for it. They're getting their timing down. That chemistry, once again, playing a big factor into them. The second a player swings off that flashbang and gets the kill, we're seeing the rest of his team follow him with all the support. And these cross angles are just really picking apart that BarneyGumble defenses. We're seeing a little bit more utility out. We are seeing trips. We are seeing 2 incendiaries. We are seeing the C4. So hopefully they can keep them out this time and make it a 2-4 defensive round as we're getting ready for that side swap.
For sure, C4 now going to go ahead and be placed on the gym wall. This defense sending a roamer downstairs. Anonymous, he is a frequent roamer. We've seen him in plenty matchups thus far. Go ahead and try to get that accomplished. But this F3 team is just feasting right now. And this defense needing to go ahead and get this one to make it 2 victories on defense before they got a 4 offense. Maybe they had a lot of success last map when the offense was on the field. Maybe they can make something happen, Flair.
And they definitely need to make something happen if they want to see that round, or map 3 rather, as we're seeing an aggressive swing onto the hatch drop, but he almost gets taken out once again by that drone. But Chicken Eater taking out Berserk, and offense is starting up with a man advantage as they are beginning to start those cross angles. And that roamer gets taken out by Kija. Unfortunately, that's not what you want to see, as Formula 3 starts making their way on that once again aggressive push.
Yeah, they knew the roamer was there. They were ready for him. Kija taking out BarneyGumble. Kaz is getting the kill onto Squidkirk. The site is completely theirs now as these 2 players, Chicken Eater, getting the kill onto Kija. Quick refrags coming out right now. He is flashed. Oh no. Chicken Eater getting killed. And then Red kills Martin at the same time. F3. 3 players left alive just at this point in time.
BarneyGumble's really hating those flashbangs right now. The flashbangs is just absolutely killing them on that defense. But now we're at the side swap. They're on offense. They don't have to worry about the flashbangs. Now they can be the one to use them. They can be the one to swing off of them. So maybe we'll see a shift in momentum, and hopefully they can turn it around.
Let's go ahead and bring up these KDs. as we're at the side flip. Berserk still leading the pack 9-3, close behind Kija 6-3. Jet doing fairly well for himself as well, 5-3, and supporting cast as well. On the opposite side, Chicken Eater and BarneyGumble sitting at 4-6 and 4-5. No players positive for this BarneyGumble team right now. They got an uphill battle for themselves as they got to put their offense together. They were able to do so, like I said. Last map, they netted themselves a few wins. Maybe they can find a little more consistency on this Arctic map.
They don't have that many kills, like you said. They were positive, but we are seeing a consistent amount of kills. They are fairly close to each other, which means they are playing together. They just aren't finding those rounds that they really need. And F3 is having this roamer trying to catch out the offense as Chicanator makes his way into the objective. We are seeing that usual B push as Foam does start going on the wall.
Yeah, one player however, on the far side going through red hallway. He might be able to go ahead and take out Jet if he moves up quickly, softening up this defense. Pretty spread far apart defense. One player upstairs, two playing in the red area. Jet, or Kija, he's now over in the research side. Martin Swing is going to be able to get the kill onto him, soften up the defense. Jet now being forced to react. Anonymous is able to get the kill through Vet onto Jet. He's taking down low. And then BarneyGumble putting away Berserk in red room. That is the complete defensive flank gone. Well, one player still upstairs, leaving Cabin all alone on site. Going to take out BarneyGumble. He brought down low. Quick refresh from Martin Swing. Red coming down from the stairs now. Puts away Chicken Eater. We're down into a 2v1 situation. Winnable still for Red as he has full health.
BarneyGumble putting in that work for the offense, definitely making chemistry of their own as we are seeing a play in the opposite side. And very good call from the players as now Red has to make his way all the way around. Once again, both the players are low for BarneyGumble with Red with the health advantage, but all it takes is a cross angle to take him out in this pistol round with no rifles. No single headshots. They do have to put in some work as Red makes his way into cloaking and finds Anonymous but is on 1 HP.
Oh, both players low. Now the health advantage swings in the hands of the offense. As Martin sees him there, he goes ahead and throws out some rounds, quickly retreats behind the wall. Red just going to head right up and crouch swing. But Martin, quick flick, gets the kill onto Red. And BG going ahead and fielding an offensive win. That'll go ahead and give themselves some confidence, hopefully, to get into the next round. They are capable of putting together a good offense.
And that offense was very beautiful. They lit the fire and fed the flame as we did see a very beautiful push come out. The second the player got taken out from that roamer on the other side of the map, it's just momentum. They saw the cross angles, they pushed together, took out the players. Formula 3 panicked. We saw the swing out, I believe, from Berserk into that red room, but got taken out by those cross angles. And we are seeing a default push on the B side. Lots of default pushes. We're not seeing very many changes. We're not seeing change-ups, but if it works, don't change it. And it's definitely working for this offense right now. That was a beautiful first round. And we are seeing aggressive buys once again from the side of BarneyGumble.
Oh, look at that. 4 Cadillos and 1 Marui on the side. Look at that. I'm seeing a 0 next to Chicken Eater's name. They're going for broke. And why not? You're down 3 rounds. You need to make something happen. Stack some momentum right now to go ahead and get this F3 team on their heels.
You know what they say, you have to gamble it all to win double your money, as we are seeing drones coming out from the side of BarneyGumble, looking to find those players, potentially. And we are seeing a red room push. They're looking to replicate. Cannot speak English today. Oh, and we are seeing Kija getting taken out by BarneyGumble, as we are seeing that F3 push come in handy from the side of BarneyGumble. They're being very aggressive in the red room as Chicken Eater takes out Kazakhs.
Martin Swing gonna get the kill onto Jet. The defense is falling hard right now. Only 2 players, Red and Berserk, left alive. This offense is going to head and push up. Martin Swing gets the kill onto Red. 1 player left alive, and they're going to go ahead and headhunt him. He didn't get the kill on the Chicken Eater, but then Squid Kirk ready there with the refrag, puts away Berserk. BG, like we saw last map, as soon as they got on offense, they net 2 wins right away.
And they replicated, there we go, that Formula 3 offense very well, took a page out of their book and turned it against them. flipped it on them. Formula 3 was not ready for their own offense, and BarneyGumble played it beautifully, even better than Formula 3. They had so many more people left alive. They have all their guns intact. The eco paid out, and now we're seeing a lot of beautiful utility buys. We're seeing those flashbangs come out as they're looking to traumatize the side of Formula 3 for a change, as F3 is getting that spread out defense. We're looking at that roamer once again, and we're going to try to have a very aggressive hold.
For sure, on the roof now, 4 players for BG. That buy that they made, that aggressive buy, paying off for them in the end, and maybe they understood that the play style netted the buy. They had to go ahead and put the gun to work. They did. Got the win, but still behind on the board, 2 rounds to go before they can go ahead and tie this thing up. So we're going to go ahead and see this push happen at this time.
We're going to see a very slow start to the push. They are ready for an aggressive F3 as they are looking to try to take out that early player, but Berserk not swinging it yet. They're waiting for something to happen, as we are seeing once again a roamer in the back. Maybe he can make some magic happen as flashbangs go out. Drops happen. Another beautiful flash comes out, but no one capitalizes on it. But Anonymous does find Jet. We did see him take him out, and smokes come out to stop those incendiaries, as we're seeing now a turn into kitchen.
Absolutely. Jet going down right away. Offense, little spread out just themselves. 2 players still on the staircase for the defense. Martin Swing letting them know that they're there, as BarneyGumble's going to go ahead and check that angle, try to get them a kill. But on the opposite side, we got 2 players meeting up, Chicken Eater and Kha'Zix. Chicken Eater comes away with the win, softening up this defense. 5 players still left alive for the offense. They're looking like they're playing with house money at this point, as the wall is opened up. There are no players for the defense on site. BarneyGumble getting a kill on the court. Martin Swing taking out Kija. Anonymous then taking out Red. And that is a flawless offensive push. 3 rounds in a row for BG. They got to be playing with some confidence. They're only 1 round now down behind F3.
And that is exactly what you want to see from the side of BarneyGumble. They are ready for this comeback. They are ready to make this a 7-5 victory, as we're looking at the KDs now, and we're seeing some very good kills come out. We are seeing 8 and 5 from Martin Swing. We're seeing 6 and 6 from Anonymous, 7-6 from BarneyGumble, 6 and 8 from Chicken Eater. Squid with the 4 and 7, putting up some great support for his team, is Berserk 10 and 6, Kija 6-6, Red with that 6 and 7 KD, Jet 5-6, Kha'Zix 5-6, bringing up the support for their teams. And this is a very beautiful offense. They are now in that positive zone for the KDs. They are getting the kills out. They are putting in the work, and we're seeing another aggressive B setup.
Yeah, like you pointed out earlier, right now, BG, the KDs, they're pretty even across the board, just highlighting the teamwork that they're utilizing to go ahead and get these kills. They're happening very dominantly so far on the offense. We'll see what this F3 team can do to go ahead and respond, as they just got punched in the mouth after those 3 rounds.
And they're going to have to hope they get back up here, as we are seeing the aggressive offense, but we're also seeing it met with an aggressive defense. They do have that door blocker set up on Red for that quick push, and Anonymous is going to get close to the door. He's going to start working his way in, as that wall is open, so they do need to be cautious when crossing that wall. You do not have to free cross like you do when it is closed, and 3 players holding that aggressive angle on that wall.
Yeah, look at that high-low formation right there on the box, left-hand side, looking at the wall. On the opposite side, red room, wall gets blown up. Instant now going to go out, get some damage on BarneyGumble, have to move him off his spot. The high-low breaks apart now, as this defense goes ahead and try to deny the entry. A lot of space being denied right now for this BGT. Look at the BG hold right on the red room. Look at that.
We're seeing beautiful holds from both teams, as that is a very aggressive high, middle, low hold. And we're seeing 3 players now on that wall and 2 players on that red. They really do want this pinch. They want it. They want it very badly. And Red, taking advantage of that noise, did push up to that box. So we're going to see a very aggressive swing the second any noise comes out from BarneyGumble.
Yeah, we're already looking at a minute left of this round, and not a lot of space taken by this BarneyGumble team. He's still in the hands of Anonymous right now. Instant going out. Beautiful grenade from BarneyGumble. Going to take out Kija with a Jet. Gets the kill on the Martin Swing off the wall. Another 2K from Jet. Redshirt going down as well. Jet getting a 3K. Red then taking away Chicken Eater and Kha'Zix, putting away BarneyGumble. The kills came out quickly for F3. they went ahead and turned this thing around.
And we saw a beautiful setup from both teams. Obviously, that was very well played from both the side of F3 and from BarneyGumble, but BarneyGumble wasn't ready for F3 to back off of that aggression. We had that aggressive hold from Red, but he backed off and they had the high-low once again. The high-low with the cross angles, mind you. So it was very well played from the side of the defense, and the second the util came out, we saw beautiful util from BarneyGumble, but once again, not ready for the high-low. You run into it, and it's just free picks from the side of Formula 3.
I think what went wrong there for that BarneyGumble in that round from the previous rounds is the timing was very much on point for BarneyGumble. This time they had kind of stalled their offense. They waited till a minute was left on the clock. Then they made their push happen and making it far more predictable for F3 to get into these gunfights at that point in time. And F3 came away with it.
And that stalling can work in your favor, but it can also work heavily against you. As like I said, we did see there they had almost no time to work with, so Formula 3 knew exactly when they were going to push, and we're seeing a default setup for the offense onto that B objective. We are seeing the hatch get blown. Players are ready for that flank this time, as Kazakh is watching the flank and kitchen at the same time. And we're seeing a slow setup with the drone from BarneyGumble.
Yeah, drone just coming out looking for any information it can. 2 drops now happening. Squidkirk and Chicken Eater go ahead and drop 3 drops now. BarneyGumble going to try to join them. Util is going to go out. Jet. Oh, that grenade is going to get the kill on the Berserk. Another grenade in kind. Not going to get any kills. However, beautiful grenade from BarneyGumble.
That was a beautiful grenade indeed. That is exactly what they wanted to see on this offense. They're going to go all the way to Waits, but incense come out, deal the damage. We did see that blind fire come around the corner. And they're getting set up for a very aggressive offense. They're not stalling out this time. They're trying their best to force their way into the objective as a lot of damage gets dealt to Jet. And Jet goes down to Squid.
Yeah, beautiful kill there on the hallway. Now that they know there's only 3 players left alive, this offense is going to go ahead and work. Only 1 player left down to 71 damage. Foam now going to go on the wall from Chicken Eater. Anonymous knows that there's a player still there. Going to contest him was Martin Swing, but Red shuts him down. Wall is now blown. Chicken Eater kind of playing alone. Squidkirk going to go ahead and challenge Red. Wasn't able to get the kill, but BarneyGumble gets the refrag on the Red. KJ getting the kill on the Chicken Eater. And we are down into a 2v2. As F3 only needing to get this round win to go ahead and get a total match victory.
That was a beautiful refrag from the side of BarneyGumble. Unfortunately, they did go down that wall, though. They are anticipating that cross setup, and they are sure that that wall is open into kitchen for the rotates. And they're looking for F3 to feed them a little picks before they start planting, because nowhere is safe in this kind of a setup, and BarneyGumble is going to try to bait out that EMP plant, and Kazakh's is just not biting.
This is why you go ahead and open that wall into the cafeteria area. Make sure you push to the back to the plant. The common plant spot there, far more 3-dimensional. BarneyGumble now going to go ahead and try to stick it off. Kazakh going to go ahead and challenge, throw some rounds around the corner. Not going to go. BarneyGumble gets the kill on the Kija. Kazakh's taking out Anonymous. Then BarneyGumble gets a quick refrag on the Kazakhs. BG getting the victory. Not ready to concede this match yet. BG is now getting 5 wins on the board, while F3 sitting at 6. We're going to go ahead and pop up these KDs one more time. Berserk sitting at 10-7. Red 9-8. And supporting cast throughout 8-7, then 7-8 and 7-7. On the opposite side, BarneyGumble really separating himself from his teammates right now, playing very well, as we saw in that last round, 12-7. And then Martin Swings 8-7 rather. Great offensive showings thus far from BG.
And you know, BarneyGumble is very proud of the player BarneyGumble from getting that kill in that hallway. That is exactly what he needed to shut down that cross-angle play from the side of F3, bringing them with that 5th round victory as they're looking to take this into overtime now. Very aggressive buys. They're not gonna spare any expense now. We're seeing the 2 flashbangs, we're seeing the drone, and they are ready to bring it around and thus into a map 3.
Yeah, this is the situation to go ahead and do it. On the opposite side, F3 SMGs, 2 of them needing to be fielded. So definitely the economy is in favor of this BG team to get this win and put it into overtime. Now, the question is, if you're BG, if you get this victory, and if you're able to get the score, it doesn't look like they're able to net enough score to do so. Looks like F3 will still be able to provide the side as long as nothing crazy happens. But if you're F3, what do you go ahead and pick now that BG has put together a good offense?
F3 would definitely want that offense, as we've seen a beautiful offense on both maps. And we're seeing 3 players, untraditional hold off that site. Maybe if BarneyGumble can pick up on it. And BarneyGumble finds red. He finds 1 player, as Berserk is still holding down in that red room, as we are seeing blind fire trying to come out. And if they pick up that the players are gone, we're going to see a very aggressive push on the site that takes out BarneyGumble.
Yeah, Jet getting the 2K now. An instant kill on the Martin Swing. Then Kazakh's on the opposite side, taking out Chicken Eater in green vent. Only 2 players left alive for BarneyGumble. They got a large bit of work to do to go ahead and get this overtime, make it a reality. Anonymous checking on the wall. EMP is still in the hands of Squid Kirk. They can go ahead and put them. They got the proper rifles. Squid Kirk getting the kill on the Kija, softening up this defense a little bit. Now they're going to go ahead and play hot potato with the EMP Jet right there to contest. Oh, Anonymous gets a kill. Oh, killed Anonymous at the worst possible time. Kill this boy. No. But then Berserk is able to just go ahead and... Oh, my... You can't do it. Not at that round. Not at that point in time in the match. Unfortunate for this BG team, as F3 is going to go ahead and win 7-6, and they're going to go ahead and get the map as a whole. Oh no, what can you say?
That is not what you want to see from the side of BarneyGumble. They had that play, they were getting that plant down, they had the swing, they had the player, and you never know, he might have taken out that Formula 3 player if he didn't end up taking the back of his own teammate's head. And very close map compared to the first one, and very unfortunate loss from BarneyGumble, and very fortunate one from the side of F3.
For sure, great matchup we've seen with these teams, Shadow.
Man, they had it. BarneyGumble had it so close, but they couldn't finish it out. That TK from that player, oh my goodness. They had it up to there, and he TK'd his teammate, and you could tell he was mad that he did that, and he just gets swung from that bed bay, and they ultimately lose that map. But F3 wins it 2-0. 7-3, 7-5. Great showing from F3.
For sure, Shadow. We're going to go ahead and give a shout out to one of our sponsors now, Helga the Manager, official virtual Dream League sponsor from now until the end of this season, which is November 9th, by the way. If you use promo code HSNYYZ2026, you can go ahead and get 4 weeks of free premium on Helga the Manager. Go ahead and head over there and sign up now.
Well, that's going to do it for us. GG's to all the teams that have played tonight. Definitely excited to see what these teams can do in the future, because we have, a few, 12 more weeks of this, which I'm looking at it. We're going to be here for a long time, and I'm definitely excited to see what these teams can do.
For sure, no reason to panic for any of these teams thus far. You got a long stretch through the season to go ahead and get back to the drawing board. Go ahead and get yourself right. Look at these casts and see what you've done, and go ahead and improve on it. Flair, do you got anything to add before we go ahead and sign off?
Very good showings from both teams, and nothing to be discouraged about other than that last round, as we're going to be seeing a very, very interesting season. And for Virtual Dream League, as we're seeing very, very strong showings.
All right, that's going to go ahead and do it for us here at the team at VDL. Thank you for joining us here, ladies and gentlemen. More great Breachers action coming to you in the near future. You're not going to want to miss it. Thank you and good night. We'll see you later.